Now in the third subtask of the project Log File Parser, we will be filtering the logs. So let's look at the task for this particular subtask. So first we're going to update the filter logs by level function, and we have to make sure we can achieve the following. So we have to accept input from the user as to which level they want to filter by, and then if let's say user gives a level which is not present in the level list, then we are going to print out an error message. And if the user has given a valid log level, we are going to open the log file in read-only mode, and then we're going to store the logs in a list as we did previously, and then we're going to only display the logs that match that level. So let's say user gives input as warning, then we should only display logs which has the warning level. And if no matching logs are found, that is, let's say I give warning but then there are no particular logs with the warning level, then we have to print out no warning level logs found. So we have the expected output below. Now let's look at the code. So first we are importing the modules required for this particular function, and then we have the log file, log level and messages list. Let's look at the function for this particular subtask, that is filter logs by level. First we're going to take level as an input from the user, and then we're going to use dot strip and dot upper. So dot strip over here is used to remove any kind of white spaces present. Like let's say user gives space in warning or like warning space, we should remove that space present at the first or last. So that's why we have used dot strip. Now what dot upper over here does, it converts whatever input given by the user into uppercase. And the reason why we are doing that is over here in the log level list, each of our levels are all in uppercase. So if we have to compare, we have to make sure both the user input and whatever is present in the log levels have to be both either uppercase or lowercase. But we do not want to convert whatever is present in log levels, that's why we'll convert the user input. And first we're going to check whether or not the level given by the user is present in log levels or not. That is, if it is present in the given list. And if it is not present, then we're going to print out an error message saying invalid log level. So we are going to print out an error message saying invalid log level. And then after that, we will be creating an empty list called filtered logs, which will contain the logs which match the user input. That is, whatever level the user has given. If the logs have the same level, then that will be appended to this filtered log list. So over here, we are opening the log file in read-only mode as file. So over here, we have the all logs list, which contain each line of the log file text file as an element in it using this function. That is, basically each line will be a single element in the all logs list. And we're going to do that using this particular function, file.readlines. Now using this for loop over here, we are going to iterate through each line, that is for log in all logs, that is for each line in all logs list. First we're going to remove the white space present in that log using this particular function dot strip, and then after that we're going to store it in cleaned log variable, and then we are going to check if the level given by the user is present in the cleaned log variable. That is, in the log line which you have chosen, that is, let's say over here for the first iteration it will be the first log present in the all logs list, and if in that log line we have the level given by the user, then we're going to proceed further and we're going to append it to the filtered logs list. So why have we given F over here? The F over here stands for format. What it does, it basically makes sure that whatever is present in the flower brackets is evaluated at runtime. That is, over here I've given level in the flower brackets. So it's going to print out the actual value of level instead of the text level. So let's say I'm not given the flower brackets or the F, then it will print out the text level. But we want to print out the value of level which is given by the user. So we're going to use F and flower brackets over here. So basically over here we're checking if the log line which you are currently on has the level given by the user. And if it has the level, we're going to append it to the filtered log list we have over here. And after we iterate through every single log line present in the all logs list, and we're going to check whether or not the filtered logs list is empty or not. So if it's not empty, we're going to print out a new line character, and then we're going to print out the level given by the user and print out logs. And then over here, we're going to iterate through the filtered logs list. So for log in filtered logs, that is for each log present in the filtered log list, we're going to print out the log. And in case the filtered log list is empty, and then we're going to print out no level logs found. So over here we have the user choice function, which I have explained in the previous subtask. And the main function is same as the previous subtask, where we get to print out and tell the user to choose a particular choice, based on which we'll redirect them to the particular function. So let's just run this code once. So let me generate multiple new logs so that we can see the filter function work properly. So let me view all logs. So you can see I have these many logs. So I can see info and warning mostly. So let me give filter out for error, because that is very rare over here. And let me give error in lowercase. So it's given only the logs which contain the error level messages. So let's just submit this code once. So you can see we have passed all 4 test cases. Let's move on to the next subtask.